The Finance tab of the Muse Financial Worksheet allows you to enter the debt and equity of your company's capital structure, including debt and equity that's already been issued and debt and equity you intend to issue in the future. The template includes types of debt such as convertible notes, short-term credit such as credit cards and lines of credit, bank loans, and revenue-based financing. The template also includes common equity. As with other tabs in the Muse Financial Worksheet, there's a summary on top that shows you in real time the effect of changing assumptions on your company's cash flow, cash balance, profitability, and cash runway. The template includes 3 convertible notes, which are currently called Friends and Family, Convertible Note 1, and Convertible Note 2. These convertible notes can pertain to either debt that's already on your balance sheet or debt you intend to issue in the future. If the debt already exists on your balance sheet, enter 0 for the issuance month. If you intend to issue the debt in the future, type in the month when you would issue it. Type in the amount and the annual interest rate, as well as whether you roll the interest into the balance or whether you pay it out as cash. If the debt gets rolled into the balance, select true. If you pay interest in cash, select false. For convertible notes, you can enter either a repayment month or a conversion round. We'll show you these conversion rounds below, but they're associated with your company's capitalization table. When you convert the note, if there's a valuation cap or a discount on the valuation, you can enter those here. The tab also includes assumptions for credit cards and revolving lines of credit. For your credit card, if you intend to draw your maximum balance in full, select true, otherwise select false. You can enter the limit on your credit card as well as the annual interest rate. The revolving credit facility functions similarly. You select whether you intend to draw on the balance in full, what the ceiling is, and if there are borrowing limits based on working capital, such as accounts receivable or inventory, you can enter those here as well. For example, if your bank limits you to 80% of accounts receivable, you would enter that here. The template includes 2 bank loans with amortized capital. For these, you enter the amount of borrowings, the month when you issue them, whether or not there are months of deferred principal. For example, if your bank doesn't require you to make principal payments for 6 months, you would enter that here. If there are months when interest is paid through what's called PIK or is compounded into the balance, you would enter those here. If there are none, you can disregard this. You would also enter the duration of the loan in months. For example, if the loan has a 5-year term, you would enter 60 here, and you'll enter the interest rate below that. For equity assumptions, this will generate your company's capitalization table. First, you'll enter any equity you've already contributed to to your balance sheet. Then for each round of capital, you can enter 0 if it's already been issued, or you can enter a month in the future if it's projected. If you enter 0, please select historical to denote that the cash is already on your balance sheet. You can enter the amount you raised. If it's historical, there's no need to enter anything but the valuation at which you issued the money. If it's projected, you can select one of various metrics as well as a multiple to tell you the valuation associated with that financing round. For example, if you're raising money at a valuation of 10 times the revenue over the last 12 months, you could select these. Or alternatively, you could enter an evaluation override. For example, if you do not intend to raise money at a valuation of 21.5 million, but instead at 25 million, you could type in 25 million, and that would be the pre-money valuation in your company's capitalization table. The last thing you need to enter is the cost of equity. This doesn't affect the cap table, but it does affect the valuation. We'll walk through that in a different tab. But when we value your business using what we call a discounted cash flow methodology, we have to come up with the cost of equity for your business. This cost of equity is connected to the type of capital you're issuing. For example, in a seed round, investors usually expect to earn a 90% return on their investment. So you would type in 90% here, which would flow into your discounted cash flow valuation. Below, there are a few manual inputs, including whether you intend to make equity distributions, as well as whether you would like to manually adjust your credit card balance and your repayment schedule.